presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Baltimore. We are LA.
Cloudy skies, some rain in the forecast, but this game should be played on time. It's a rubber game of the series between your Angels and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi, everybody, from inside PNC Park. We welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West. I'm Victor Rojas, along with my partner, Mark Gubicza. In the first two games of this series, we've seen a lot of offense. On Friday, the Angels, of course, picked up the win. Yesterday afternoon, it was the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, in this beautiful ballpark, Victor, the baseball has been carrying throughout these first two games. A little cloudy here today, but let's go back to Friday night with Cole Calhoun with a cow boom to right center field. He's been driving the ball very well in this series alone. Back-to-back games for home runs for Cole Calhoun as the Angels win game one, 9-2. But yesterday, a back-and-forth game, all of a sudden 0-2 on. Matt Joyce, the former Angel, against Greg Malley, hits a three-run pinch hit home run to expand the lead as the Pirates win that one game two. 8-7. The Angels did close that out, but still they won by one run.
Matt Joyce's fourth pinch hit home run of the season, sixth overall of this season, thus setting up the rubber match of this series. Pretty good pitching matchup. Hector Santiago on the mound for the Angels, Garrett Cole for the Pirates.
Yeah, both pitchers rely a lot on their fastball, so around 70% of their pitches are going to be fastballs. Hector's got a good fastball up in the strike zone, can get some swing and misses, but you got to make sure you're careful with that fastball. First pitch swinging Pirates have hit the ball very well. Garrett Cole's got great stuff. You're talking about a mid-90s guy with a very good slider, so this should be a very good pitching matchup. I don't know about the home run ball today with these two guys on the hill.
Angels trying to pick up a series win before heading up to New York. We're just about ready for baseball here in Pittsburgh. Sit back, relax, lineups and first pitch when we return. Pittsburgh, the finale of this 3-game set. The Angels take game 1, Pirates game 2. The Bucks have taken the field wearing their throwback uniforms, 1979 Pittsburgh Pirate uniforms. They're giving away the hats to the kids today. And we'll take a look at Mike Scioscia's starting lineup for the Halos. Game number 56, currently at 25-30 on the season. 4th place in the American League West, 8 games back. Yunel Escobar leading things off at third base. Cole Calhoun in right. Mike Trout at center. Pujols, 3rd consecutive start at first base. Johnny Giavitello at the 5-hole. Rafael Ortega gets a start for the first time of the series. He's in left field. Carlos Perez behind the plate. Hector Santiago, the pitcher, in the 8-hole. And Gregory Petit, pardon me. He is batting 9th and playing shortstop. Gregory Polanco plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yes.
We'll talk about him momentarily. They are taking on the 25-year-old right-hander SoCal native by the name of Garrett Cole.
And he's got excellent stuff. His fastball is going to be 93 to 97, slider, curve, changeup. My go-to is to be successful against Cole. Be on that mistake fastball. If he leaves that fastball out over the plate, that's the one you have to crush and throw him off his rhythm. He's a guy, a high-energy guy that has, you know, he'll throw inside on you quite a bit. You just got to throw him off his rhythm. If you could do that, you could be successful against him. Let him get a little bit out of rhythm as far as throwing the ball out of the strike zone.
Let's check out the defense for the Bucks. Polanco left, Marte at center, Andrew McCutcheon getting the afternoon off. Matt Joyce gets a start in right. It's Gung, Mercer, Harrison, Rodriguez around the infield from 3rd to 1st, and Chris Stewart behind the plate.
And Sean Rodriguez over at first base. Active major leaguer right now, has played at least 100 or more games at all 4 infield positions. One of 8 in the last 100 years to do so.
Garrett Cole ready. Here's the first one of the fastball, up and away. .314 batting average for you now. 3 home runs, 17 runs batted in. As he takes a strike. Escobar with a 3-hit game yesterday. A couple of doubles, a single, 2 runs batted in. Has 14 doubles on the year. 1-1, tied him up, and it's fouled off. It's 1-2. Garrett Cole making his 11th start of the season, 5-4, 2.72 ERA. 62 hits allowed in 59 and 2/3 innings. He's racked up 48 strikeouts. First overall selection by the Pirates, 2011. Is a jam shot. It's a fair ball down the line. Escobar will stop right there. Big turn for him. And it's a single to lead off the ball game.
Yeah, he can take that shot. He read that baseball down there in the corner. See if Matt Joyce would be able to field that one cleanly. And that's the thing, what you try to do is see the baseball off the bat and see where it's going to go off the wall. Took a wide turn, stayed at first base.
Just continues to hit, doesn't he? He's done a nice job.
Just puts the ball in play. He's very aggressive on the first pitch generally, but he always finds himself in position where he can make good contact, whether it's a fastball or especially on an off-speed pitch.
Cole fouls that one into the glove for strike 1. Calhoun hitting .302, 6 home runs and 29 RBIs. Homered in the first inning yesterday. Homered in the 4th on Friday night. 2 for 4 yesterday. The Angels had a total of 11 hits. Matter of fact, just out hitting the Pirates 11-10. Short lead for Escobar at first. Leadoff single for him. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
And you can run against Garrett Cole. He's allowed 7 stolen bases in 8 attempts. 62 successful stolen bases in 83 attempts in his career. He does have 1 pickoff.
Trout on deck, then Pujols. Should we get that far? 1 ball, 2 strikes. It had rained most of the morning. No batting practice on the field. Tarp was on. Supposed to be a nice little window to get this game in. Nothing as far as heavy rain or thunderstorms, but steady enough drizzle. Lights are on here at PNC this cloudy afternoon. Quick throw to first. Escobar back. Gotta love those Sands of Belt pants.
Yes. Yeah, I remember them in my rookie year down in rookie ball with Kansas City.
With the old drawstring inside.
They were fantastic.
They're comfortable.
Oh, amazing.
I love the uni though. 1-2 pitch. Cole takes that one up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
When you look at that velocity, 98 from Garrett Cole. He throws a little over 70% of his pitches will be or close to that 70% range fastballs. He attacks hitters very, very aggressive. Kind of an old school type pitcher. Doesn't like a good swing against him. Will pitch inside very well.
Cole goes down swinging for the first out.
And right on theme with that pitch right there from Cole. Going to little Cinderella in from the outside. You can see he'll start in and then try to get the hitters out away, whether it's a left-handed batter with a fastball or the slider away against a right-handed batter. But he does pitch inside, but he tries to get you out on the outer part of the plate.
He finished the month of May very strong. His last 5 starts went 3-1 with a 1.67 ERA. All-star last season. Facing Trout now. The first one is in off the plate. Trout went 0 for 4 yesterday, including a strikeout. .312 average, 12 home runs and 41 runs batted in. Cole behind here, 2 balls and no strikes. Right-handers coming off a loss against the Marlins. Gave up 3 runs on 9 hits. I was down in Miami. Went 6 1/3. 2-0. Get tight. 3 balls, no strikes. Cole making his second career start against the Angels. His first was at the Big A on June 21st, 2013. Went 6 1/3. Picked up a win over Jared Weaver. Allowed 4 hits. Trout swinging 3-0. Lifts one down the line, but slicing out of play.
I like that what you see from Mike Trout. Doesn't do that often, nor does he swing at the first pitch often. But when he does both of those type of scenarios, he does generally hit the ball very well. Yeah, don't see that too often on a 3-1 count around baseball. A pitcher challenging a very good fastball hitter with a fastball in those hitters' counts. Garrett Cole used to go to a lot of games at Angel Stadium with his dad, but he grew up and loved the Yankees. All-time favorite players: Lou Gehrig, Mariana Rivera.
Breaking pitch. There's a flare out to right field. That'll fall in for a hit. Escobar on his way to third. So both singles, jam shots by right-handed batters, but the Angels have runners at the corners with 1 out.
That's kind of a backup slider, inside-out approach for Trout. Got the foot down. Still able to bring his hands into his body there because he was looking break ball, reading break ball, but it stayed on the inner half of the plate. Still brought his hands in and fights that ball to right field.
Albert will bat with a couple of men on with 1 out here in the first. You know, go back to that Yankee story. That a Yankee fan was curious out of Orange Luther, and he was a first-round pick by the Yankees, the 28th overall selection. Opted not to sign, went to UCLA instead, became the #1 overall pick, 2011. Checking in a Trout.
Again, Trout may be on the move here. Mentioned that 7 stolen base at 8 attempts. Stewart has thrown out 27% of would-be base stealer behind the plate.
Halos have hit into a major league leading 56 double plays. Albert with 11 of them. Pujols hitting .237, 11 home runs and 36 RBIs. Had a 2-for-4 game yesterday with a couple of singles. Fernando Salas taking the loss yesterday. Jeff Locke, the starter, picked up the win. One ball, no strikes.
And will pitch in. Trying to jam Albert. You know, high energy guy. I mentioned that earlier. Be very emotional on the mound. Before the cold train gets on a roll, you have to get him early before he settles in.
Back inside, this one lifted out to right. Matt Joyce getting behind it. Comes charging in, makes the catch. Escobar's tagging. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time. It's a 1-0 Angels lead. Pujols with a sac fly.
Good base running too by Trout to get into scoring position. Well done by Albert. Sac fly, bringing in that first run of the game. A couple flare hits in the right field by Escobar, who scores a run, and by Mike Trout. Sac fly by Albert Pujols. Got a pitch elevated enough where he can get that baseball in the air, avoided that ground ball.
Halo scoring the first inning for the 4th time over the last 5 games. This one's fouled off to the right.
That might have been real interesting with Polanco out in right field. We've seen the first 2 games now over in left field today. A little bit different outfield, left field as compared to right field in his ballpark.
Giavotella hitting .281, a couple of home runs, 18 runs batted in. 1 for 4 yesterday with a single. One ball, 2 strikes. Trout standing at second base. Johnny backing out. Blocked by Stewart. Going with a breaking ball. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 21 pitches thrown by Cole. 1 strikeout, 2 hits, and a sac fly. Ground ball to second. That's Harrison bobbling it. Picks it up, fires to first, still gets Giavotella for the 3rd out. The Angels strike for a run on a couple of hits. Will head to the bottom of the 1st. The Angels up 1-0. 1-0. Let's check out Clint Hurdle's lineup for the Bucks. Game number 56 for them. Still in second place behind the Cubs. 9.5 games back. Jordy Mercer will lead things off today. He's at shortstop. Josh Harrison at second. Gregory Polanco in left field. Jung Ho Kang, the third baseman. Starling Marte at center. Sean Rodriguez at first. Matt Joyce in right. Chris Stewart behind the plate. And the pitcher Garrett Cole batting ninth. Taking on Hector Santiago, making his 12th start of the season. 3-3 mark and a 4.96 ERA.
Yeah, just trying to get back to his groove he was in earlier in the season where he's attacking the strike zone. My go-tos for Hector being successful today. Expand the zone versus aggressive hitters. They will attack early in the count and trust his stuff. Sometimes he tries to be too fine, especially when you're throwing your fastball from that left side at 92 to 95. Go back to that changeup also.
Mercer ahead of the count at 2 balls and no strikes. And as we've seen in the first 2 games of this series, the Pirates like to swing the bats early in counts. Very aggressive, especially on fastballs. Mercer hitting .266 for the home run and 19 runs batted in. Has a 2-1 count now. 1-for-3 game yesterday for Mercer.
Yeah, the odd thing about this lineup when I've seen from the Pirates so far, they are very aggressive, yet they don't expand the strike zone all that much. In other words, they don't chase out of the zone if it's not close enough.
And there's a walk to start the bottom of the first. Check out the Angels defensively behind Hector Santiago. It's Ortega, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield. Escobar, Petit, Giavotella, and Pujols from third to first, and Perez behind the plate.
And Ortega out in left field. A spacious left field with that strong throwing arm. He has 5 outfield assists, covers a lot of ground, has been very good in left field. For the Halos, his 25th start in left field, which leads the Angels in that category as far as starts. As for a left fielder, Joyce had 58 starts last year in left field.
Josh Harrison now at the play with a man on. Nobody out. Harrison, the second baseman, hitting .319 now in a 3-hit game yesterday. Hacking through the first one. It's a 0-1 count.
A shift on with Harrison at the plate.
One ball, one strike. Hector's coming off a no decision. Charged with 6 runs on 5 hits and 6 2/3 in his last start against the Tigers. Had 9 strikeouts, 2 walks in that one. 9 punch-outs, his second highest total of the season. 1-2. And he was cruising in that last start until the end there, and it kind of got away from him. Command became an issue in that 7th inning. Had a couple of walks, and of course that was the inning in which Kinsler hit the grand slam off Cam Bedrosian. And Harrison gets into one to center field, chasing Trout back. It'll stay in the yard just in front of the bullpen. There's out number 1.
It's a pretty good carry in this ballpark. We've seen now for 3 days. Granted, these baseballs have been hit pretty well, but it definitely carries very, very well.
There's Gregory Polanco, the left fielder. He had started in right the first 2 games of this series, but shifting to left today with no Andrew McCutchen and Marte going to center. A little bit more difficult outfield in left here in this ballpark than right field. That's why Joyce gets a start in right. Polanco moves over. Good lead for Mercer at first base. Polanco takes outside. 308 average. 9 home runs, 37 runs batted in. 1 for 5 game yesterday. The one was a home run. That was in the 7th inning.
.256 hitter this year against left-handed pitching.
He's got the old school look going with the pan legs up, stirrups showing. Fouls this one back.
That's a fantastic look he's got working.
Very Omar Moreno-like.
Yes. Who was here yesterday.
Yeah. 1-1. Come on and miss 1-2.
Good velocity on this fastball early on for Hector. 93. This is a 94. Speaking of uniforms between Pittsburgh and Oakland, they're the teams that had the most combination of uniforms back in the day, 70s.
Yeah. This one shot out to left field. Good piece of hitting. It's a single, putting 2 men on here with 1 out.
He didn't try to pull that pitch on the outer part of the plate. Went with it. The base hit left field. Elevated enough, that's why you're able to do so. Stay back on it. Let that baseball travel deep in the strike zone. Base hit to left field. Looked like a cut fastball from Hector.
Jung-Ho Kang, the third baseman, now up with a couple of men on.
Real careful in that first pitch against him.
He's looked very comfortable this entire series. 2 for 4 yesterday with a 2-run home run. He homered in game 1 as well, going 2 for 4. In tight. Caught the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lance Barrett, by the way, calling the balls and strikes today. Dan Iasonia at first. Dale Scott, the crew chief, at second. Bach and Bob Davidson over at third base. Bob had an interesting strike zone yesterday.
Yes, he did.
1-1. 1-2.
Well, I'm just looking at how many hit by pitches for Angel hitters this year. 11. You look over at Pittsburgh, 35 times. So they will stay right on top of the plate. They want pitches out over the plate, but they're not going to give up that inner part of the plate against them. So they're going to stay right on top of the plate. You see where he's situated right here. Kang has been hit 5 times this year. Marte behind him, hit 8 times. And our good friend David Freese hit 6 times this year.
Yeah, but David's a magnet.
Yes, especially getting hit in the hand.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he's missed the entire series after getting hit Wednesday in Miami. We're at the bottom of the first. 2 on, 1 out. 1-0 Angels. 1-2. Ground ball toward short. Should be 2. High throw, and they're unable to get it. Wonder if Mercer running in front of Marte and kind of doing something with his hand maybe disrupted Petit, but they only get the runner second base, 2 outs.
And it's always a different feed when you have a shift on too, where you have Giavatello set up where he was, so he's got to go back to the base instead of coming towards the base. He's fighting his way back towards the base. A late feed. Hard slide there at second, legal because you're at the base. But certainly one of those ground balls you felt there was a good chance for a double play ball.
Yep. So first and third, 2 outs, and here's Marte.
Again, very aggressive himself. First pitch swinging.
Starting center fielder this afternoon. 327 with 5 home runs, 20 runs batted in. Marte fell a homer shy of the cycle yesterday, only 3 for 4. Also scored 2 runs and had a stolen base. Loops out to right field, and we are tied at 1. A single by Marte as he picks up his 21st RBI. So that non-double play turned by the Angels comes back to cost him.
Especially when you're facing this Pirate lineup with a .277 batting average as a team. Marte continues to swing the bat well in this series. Marte, a .337 career hitter in interleague play. He'll go up a little bit more so with that base hit. .375 career hitter against the Angels, and it'll go up a little bit more.
As Rodriguez jumps on the first one, yanks it foul. It's 0-1 count on the first baseman, hitting .273. 6 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Got to start at shortstop Friday night, ended up going 1 for 4. Both starting pitchers with a slow pace here in this first inning,
which is unusual for Hector. Very quick worker.
Both have thrown over 20 pitches. One ball, one strike. One and two. Going at second base, Marte at first.
Sometimes when we talk about extra pitches thrown, when you think about that double play ball you thought may have a shot at turning 2, at least an extra 5 pitches and a run scored since that point. Again, it's not an easier play. It's not as easy as normal as a second baseman because you're playing on that other side of the base, going back to the base.
Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul at the plate.
Very similar to the game yesterday, back and forth as far as offenses for both teams. Angels scoring 1 in the first. Pittsburgh came back with 2 in the second. Back and forth all the way through.
1-2 again. Rodriguez lifts one out toward right field. Cole moving over. He's got a beat on it. And this first inning is finally in the books. The Pirates, however, tie it up into the second in a 1-1 tie. Things off for the Angels here in the second. It's a 1-1 game. He'll be followed by Carlos Perez in the pitcher spot, Hector Santiago. Garrett Cole threw a total of 22 pitches in the first, allowing 2 hits, 1 run. Ortega hitting .243 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. Skies the first one towards center field. Marte broke in, now backpedals back. 1 away.
Perez may need to show a little patience here at the plate, especially a quick out like that. Long half inning for Hector Santiago. You don't want Garrett Cole to settle in after throwing quite a few pitches in the top of the first inning.
Carlos Perez hitting .210. Has 8 doubles, 14 runs batted in. He's caught all 3 games this series. Had an RBI double in the 8th inning of yesterday's ball game. Takes a strike. It's 1-2.
Real solid mechanics for Garrett Cole. Drives towards the plate very well. See how sharp that breaking ball is. 67% of his pitches fastball, 18 slider, 10 curve, 5% changeups.
Off the plate, full count. Chopper right side. Harrison has to come in. Off balance throw and safe at first base. Nice hustle by Perez down the line, stiffing out a base hit.
Yeah, I think Clint Hurdle's going to take a look at that one right now just to make sure the call was right. Yeah, he's going to hold the wait a second. Look at our AT&T high-speed replay. Carlos Perez going quickly down the line. That's a pretty good speed, especially when you get a chance to get that infield hit. Got a close play. It's called safe. Pirates are looking at it right now, though.
They're going to challenge it.
Just a little bit of a bobble. Looked like he may have got that ball in the glove as the foot is coming down on the base. That is extremely close.
Bang, bang play. Good to see Gary DiSarcina back. This is the first 2 games of this series. His son's graduation.
That's extremely close. In every angle we've seen, whether on our TV or even at the ballpark here, is the baseball secured in the glove of Sean Rodriguez as the foot from Carlos Perez is touching the base.
Harrison unable to get the ball out of the glove cleanly. A little bit of a bobble there. Call on the field is safe. Right now it's an infield base hit. We'll see what the umpires say. And out is the call. So when Hurdle retains a challenge as the call gets overturned. 2 outs now.
Again, it looked like when we saw the replay, it looked like the baseball was in the glove just as the foot was hitting the base. The slight separation between the foot and the base and the baseball going in the glove.
Hector takes a strike.
Hector's always taken a lot of pride in swinging the bat, but this is a tough challenge against Garrett Cole. Power arm, very, very competitive.
Hector 1 for 2 this year. Had a base hit in Milwaukee. goes down swinging. The Angels go down in order. We head to the bottom of the second, tied at 1. At 1. Hey folks, if you've got a group of 20 or more interested in experiencing Angels baseball, receive group ticket pricing for as low as $6 per seat. Visit angels.com/groups for more info. Hector Santiago back out on the mound, getting his warm-up pitches on here to start the second, and he'll face Joyce Stewart and Cole. Gets a couple extra pitches here since he was the guy that made the last out. And Joyce, the hero yesterday, the game-winning home run, essentially with that 3-run blast to straightaway center field off Greg Mallett, capping a 5-run 7th inning for Pittsburgh. 6th home run, his 4th pinch hit home run.
And the Eagles came right back with 4 in the top of the 8th inning. Closed the gap to an 8-7 score. Eventually ended up with that.
Joyce hitting .333 with 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. Starting in right field today.
When Matt Joyce this year against left-handed pitching, .357.
Three balls and no strikes. Joyce last year barely sniffed any time against left-handers. Just 24 plate appearances.
Even throughout his career, not a lot of at-bats, a lot of success against left-handed pitching.
And a leadoff walk for the 2nd straight inning. So Chris Stewart, the catcher, coming up. Chris Stewart hitting .173, 3 doubles, a home run, 4 runs batted in. 0 for 3. Yesterday's contest. Francisco Cervelli also out for the series. Hit by a pitch Wednesday night. A lot of that on Wednesday night between the Marlins and the Pirates. Ground ball to the right side, and that'll sneak through with a shift on. Joyce will stop at second. Playing Chris Stewart, the 173 hitter, to pull. He just punches a single to right.
You talk about shifts. See that all the infield's on that left side of the infield, that right side wide open. Angels at 6th as far as number of shifts, 198. Now it allows Garrett Cole to be in a position to square around and bunt. One sacrifice hit. He had 9 sacrifice bunts last year.
Corner infielders for the Angels playing in, anticipating the bunt. One ball, no strikes. Cole hitting 190, 4 for 21. Has a double, a home run, and 3 runs batted in. 1 sacrifice this season. Third base side, Santiago will field it. Sacrifice. Advances Joyce to third, Stewart to second. So 1 out, runners at second and third, and here comes Jordy Mercer, the leadoff man who walked and scored in the first.
It's a big play by Garrett Cole, considering the way he's been throwing the baseball this year and throughout his career. All of a sudden now, the ground ball middle part of the infield is going to bring home a run with that sacrifice bunt with 2 runners now in scoring position.
I think Hector was contemplating working from the full windup. Opting to go from the stretch. Mercer, jam shot flare, and it's foul. Pirates saw 2 of those in the first inning could go against them. Escobar and Trout. No balls and a strike on Mercer. Oh, 1. Fouled. And it's no balls, 2 strikes. Escobar now drops back a little bit at third base. Albert stays just about even with the bag at first.
Big pitch here now for Hector. Looking for a punch out.
This location.
You know, Victor, from this angle right here, what I'm seeing from Hector is when he, on his follow through, most times as a pitcher, you're going to have that one spot you land in. And what I've seen there's a spot there for Garrett Cole. His foot lands almost the exact same spot. For Hector, sometimes it's a little bit further towards the first base side, the pitching mound, a little bit more so in the middle. You look for that consistency. That's what you try. That's how you know your mechanics are good, when you land in the exact same spot.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And usually a lot of times you'll see a pitcher when he, before you throw your first pitch of the game, you'll make that little line from the pitching rubber down to where you're going to land, put your spot there, and you don't even have to look. You're just going to land in that exact same spot every time when you're under control as far as you're throwing the baseball. Landing same spot, you're going to hit your spots in the strike zone each and every time.
Full count now.
And those extra pitches you throw when you're ahead of the count have a chance to get through this batter quickly. 0-2 count, now it's a full count, back to a hitter's count as compared to you can make your pitch as a pitcher against them.
And he walked him. Was ahead 0-2. Ends up walking Mercer. And now the bases are loaded for Harrison. It's a 3rd walk issued by Hector. Harrison 0 for 1, hit a fly ball to deep center in the first inning. Pirates as a team have hit 254 with the bases loaded with a couple of grand slams.
Batting average of 317, though, and Hector pitches inside very well, but Harrison on inside pitches this year, 355 batting average. Got to be careful on that fastball in. He's got an open stance to start with.
Harrison a 339 batting average with men in scoring position. 1 for 7, however, with the bases loaded this year. They're tied at 1. 1 out. No place to put Harrison. Joyce at third, Stewart at second, Mercer at first. Inning started with a leadoff walk. 0-1 pitch. Caught the outside corner, going off speed. And it's 0-2. Fouled off to the right.
These are the spots where Hector has excelled so well throughout his career with runners in scoring position. 186 career batting average with runners in scoring position, which leads all active pitchers in that category at least 400 at bats or more against them. No, you don't like to put yourself in this position, but Hector's been very good getting through these spots.
Oh, 2. Harrison fouls it back, going upstairs to the fastball.
And Victor, fastball up and away, hittable pitch. Now fastball middle up, more difficult to square up. It's going to be all in the handle of the bat, but up and away, even though you think that's a good pitch, down and away better than up and away because you can make contact on that pitch upstairs.
Barrel still flying through even though you're late. Trying to come inside and jams it, popped it up on the infield. Infield fly should be called, and it is. 2 down.
Real good pitch. Aggressive hitter. Talked about that as far as go-tos being exploiting that aggressiveness of the Pirate lineup and their hitters. Fastball in off the plate, popped them up.
So 2 out, space is still loaded, and it's Polanco now at the plate. Blanca 1 for 1 with a base at the left field. Three for 11 with the bases loaded this season. Infield back to normal depth. Force out at any base. Hector looks like might go for the full windup, and he will.
That's a comfort thing for a pitcher, but if you threw some good pitches from the stretch, the batter before, I'm staying there.
Way outside.
See, that's a different arm angle or different feel for the full windup as compared to the stretch. A lot of times you'll see pitchers that aren't as effective in the strike zone as they'd like to be. They go from that stretch or modified stretch position even from the full windup. I've always believed, Pitts, now he's back into the stretch position here, especially with the bases loaded. You can't allow those runners to get bigger leads against you from a full windup.
Two balls, no strikes. Now he's back to the stretch. Time called. Three balls, no strikes. Gong, the man on deck. 3-0 pitch. And he takes a strike.
Upper part of the strike zone, outside corner, definitely in the zone.
Three-one pitch. Polanco lifts one down the left field line. Foul territory. Escobar drifting over near the wall, and kind of an interesting effort there. And the count goes full. But you get to that point, aren't you going all out to try to get the third out of the inning, get your guy back in the dugout?
Yeah, especially after your pitcher was initially behind the count 3-0. A chance to get through this inning with no damage done.
Ball landed in the first row. So full count, 2 outs. Merry-go-round here. The runners are going to go, and Hector again stepping off. He's at 51 pitches. We're in the second inning with 2 outs. 3 walks. And 3 hits allowed, trying to keep this a 1-1 tie. Runners go, and Polanco works the walk, and the Pirates have a 2-1 lead. Charles Nagy making the slow walk out.
Trying to settle Hector down, and important right now to limit this damage. 3 walks in an inning. A ground ball through the shift on the right side of the infield. Pirates with a run. Gong at the plate, the guy that has a lot of power we've seen already in this series. Limited damage. Especially when you got Garrett Cole on the mound against you.
So 4 walks now issued by Santiago through an inning and 2/3. And here's Jung Ho Kang, the third baseman, to reach on a fielder's choice. 4 walks, the most that Hector's given up since his start against Milwaukee back on May the 4th. Ties it for a season high. Gong takes a strike. Stewart now at third, Mercer at second, Polanco at first. Back to the full windup for Santiago. The 0-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 0-2.
Back-to-back fastballs. Lower part of the strike zone. Getting another 0-2 count in this inning. His 55th pitch of the game for Hector.
Big rip and a foul straight back. Count remains at no balls, 2 strikes. Gung this year with men in scoring position, 2 outs, has hit .385. 5 for 13. He has looked and felt very comfortable at the plate against the Angels in the first 2 games of the series. And he gets hit by a pitch here, and it's 3-1. Oh-2 count. And Santiago plunks Gung.
6th time he's been hit. Talked about how many times Pirate hitters have been hit this year. Right on the ankle area. Again, that's why I'm not a huge fan of a fastball in 0-2. That could happen, or a jam shot inside. 0-1, yes. 0-2, not a big fan. Love that fastball away or break a ball. Or even a changeup off the plate down.
Marte, the 8th man to bat here in the second. Swinging first pitch. Comes up empty. It's an 0-1 count. Marte with an RBI single in the first inning. Pirates up 3-1. We're in the second. One ball, one strike. And the Pirates essentially doing to Hector Santiago what the Angels did to Francisco Liriano Friday night, kind of waiting him out. Something's in the zone, they pull the trigger. Liriano ended up walking 4. Also had a hit batter in that start. One to Marte. This is lined out toward right center field, but Trout was shading him there. He'll make the catch for the third out. Pirates sent 8 to the plate. They scored twice. They lead at 3-1 as we head to the third. For 1-2-3 second, he's going to face 9-1-2. Petit, Escobar, and Calhoun. Angels offense trying to get those runs back. Cole with 2 strikeouts, no walks, and 2 hits allowed, both in the first inning. Gregorio Petit, a 227 average, 5 doubles, 5 runs batted in. 0 for 3 yesterday. Check swing on that inside pitch. Did not go around, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Upstairs.
And long half inning sitting there on the bench for Garrett Cole. Out of the strike zone himself. Leadoff batter.
Full count. Here's a payoff pitch. Team just would foul it out of play. This one down the right field line. Joyce was shading him that way. Dives and makes a catch. What a play by Matt Joyce to rob Petit of extra bases. And that's the first out here of the third.
Boy, a good read off the bat by Joyce to make that play in right field. Hit well. Good piece of hitting by Petit going the other way. But Joyce on the dive. Now Polanco, a more difficult play as a left-handed throwing right fielder. The dive would have been different there. A little bit shorter angle for Joyce to run that one down. Nice play by Matt Joyce. Garrett Cole certainly liked that play.
Now Escobar looks at a strike. He had a single with a run scored in the first. Ground ball, third base. Young has it. 2 down. Well, you mentioned in the first inning, and it is the case with most ace-type pitchers. You got to get them early or they start to settle in. Cole now has retired 7 straight.
Cole Calhoun at the plate. Look at our In the Driver's Seat, brought to you by Kia. Well, he has swung the bat. 6 home runs this year in his 55th game. Had a career high 26 last year, didn't it? He had 6 through his first 71, 20 his last 88 games. So on better pace for what he did last season for career high in home runs, including back-to-back games here for Cole.
No doubters too.
So great swings.
Drives this one out toward right center field. Marte giving chase, and this one is off the wall. Cole on his way to second with a 2-out double, just missing his 3rd straight game with a home run.
Certainly in the driver's seat, swinging the bat here in this series at PNC Park. He stayed back very well on pitches away, especially when he gets the ball down and away. In the barrel of the bat on that, a great timing he has working right now. That foot is down, the swing path in perfect position to get the barrel of the bat and the lift on the baseball.
Trout fouls that one back. No balls and a strike. Mike had a base hit in the first inning, so he's 1 for 1.
Those numbers in his career in the month of June. Good in April, obviously, and May too. Best average in the month of June by any player in the last 70 years for Trout.
This one's out towards center field. Marte is there. Halos are done here in the 3rd, but hit at the bottom of the inning with the Pirates up 3-1. Fox Sports app. Get highlights, interviews, injury updates, scores, and instant alerts on your favorite teams and rivals. Download now at the iTunes Store, Google Play, or visit foxsports.com/app. Bottom of the third, it'll be Rodriguez, Joyce, and Stewart, 6, 7, and 8 for Pittsburgh. They lead at 3-1. Sean Rodriguez, a fly ball to right field in the first inning.
What we've seen from this Pirate lineup in this series, they don't get cheated on their swing, especially when they're in a fastball count. That might be the first pitch. They're going along with patterns. They are all over a fastball.
Missed upstairs, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Caught the corner. Rodriguez doesn't like it. That's a called strike 3. First strikeout for Hector this afternoon. 1 down. Every fan matters when the Angels take on the Indians Friday at 7:05. Fans in attendance receive a one-of-a-kind cooler bag courtesy of the Yakult probiotic drink while supplies last. Visit angels.com/promotions to get your tickets today.
Sean Rodriguez didn't like that third strike call against him. That was a pretty good close pitch. Lower part of the strike zone is touching the zone.
Matt Joyce worked a walk to lead off the second and scored one of the 2 runs. Takes outside.
Another shift on in the infield with Giavatello playing in the outfield grass. Teed over in that second base side of the base.
One and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Just missing up and away. Ground ball right side. Pujols has it. Santiago leads Joyce to the bag. 2 down.
It's a real good feed by Albert. Only have some time. Led Hector Santiago towards the base. That's the important thing. Not only the feed and the speed of the feed, but also where you throw the baseball so you can catch that ball in stride and step right on the base.
So 2 outs, nobody on, and Chris Stewart at the plate. One and 0. Stewart with a single and a run scored. He's 1 for 1.
That dreaded 2 outs, 2-0 again. 2 quick outs and fall behind 2-0. So often we've seen that. That focus goes away. Fall behind in the count.
2 balls and a strike. First time that Hector's retired the first 2 batters to start an inning. Trying to retire the side in order. Garrett Cole, the pitcher, on deck. 2-1. Stewart shoots one back up the middle. It's a base hit. So Stewart, the catcher, 2 for 2, and will bring up Cole.
Again, allows the pitcher to come to the plate here with 2 outs as compared to leading off an inning. Fell behind in the count. 2-0, 2-1. And a pitch a drive right back up the middle. 2 for 2 for Stewart. '74th pitch for Hector. With it start still not determined who's going to be starting the game on Tuesday. Potentially could have been a bullpen game. It's going to end up being a bullpen game here today with the amount of pitches Hector has thrown. So she'll love to see him get through 6 innings somehow with the amount of pitches he's thrown to this point. So now you're going to get some innings, and the bullpen might force the Angels' hand as far as needing somebody in AAA to be able to make the start on Tuesday in New York. See the 26, first 33 in the second. 16 so far in this inning.
1-1 to Cole. Caught the inside corner. 1-2. Sacrifice bunt for Cole in the second. His second of the year. He pulls this one foul. I think Garrett was cheating on the inside part of the plate there.
Yeah, you think?
A little bit.
Yeah. As most pitchers do when they're at the plate, hoping for something on the inner half of the plate.
Goes down swinging, and the inning comes to an end. 3 complete here at Pittsburgh with the Bucks up 3-1. Fourth inning, Pujols, Giavatello, and Ortega for the Angels here, trying to figure out Garrett Cole, who has 2 strikeouts, and he's allowed 3 hits. He's looked very sharp, although the strikeout pitch is not quite there. Although he made some pretty good pitches on Escobar and Trout in the first inning. Both guys finding ways to get singles to right field.
And he's thrown quite a few pitches himself as the for his normal game, where he's able to go out and attack hitters to get him out quickly.
45 pitches, 29 strikes for Cole. First pitch strike on Albert, who had a sac fly in the first, picking up his 37th run batted in.
See that power fastball there at 96. That's the pitch at times in this game is not as been consistent for him as breaking ball. Even the break ball that Trout hit inside out, that was another backup break ball like that one to Albert.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Cloudy, overcast day today in Pittsburgh. Had some rain in the morning. But lucky as far as the weather's concerned. First 2 games of the series. Albert fouls it back. 1-2 still. Just a great ballpark here at Pittsburgh. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, thoroughly impressed by this ballpark.
Hosted the All-Star game in 2006. 2-2. Albert chops this one over to Gung, the third baseman. 1 down. One out, nobody on for Johnny Giavatello. Grounded out to Harrison in the first inning. Back to normal life tomorrow with an American League lineup playing the Yankees. C.J. Cron will be back in there. Mercer to Rodriguez, 2 outs.
The one thing we talked about, one thing you fear against Garrett Cole, him getting comfortable now for quick outs on the ground this inning.
Ortega saw 1 pitch leading off the second, hit a fly ball to center. Rafi came in batting .243 with a home run and 9 runs batted in. Fouled that one back. Good rip on a high fastball.
Here's the thing, the amount of high fastballs that Garrett Cole throws, only 3 home runs allowed this season.
Two-one pitch. Up and away.
And throughout this game so far, his fastball has been good. Location of that, but his breakable doesn't quite have that feel. Times see the frustration on his face when he's not able to throw the breakable where he wants to.
There's a 2-out walk. That's the first free pass issued by the right-hander. Put a man on for Carlos Perez. Carlos grounded out in the second inning. Originally credited with an infield base hit, but then Clint Hurdle challenged the play at first base, got overturned. Ortega takes off. The pitch outside to throw is a high one. It goes into center. Ortega will stay there.
It's his 4th stolen base of the season. Good jump. And you're going to try to steal as often as you can against Garrett Cole. It's his 8th stolen base in 9 attempts against him this season. You got to get guys in scoring position, press the issue against him. He doesn't make many mistakes. Keeps the ball in the ballpark, so you need runners in scoring position.
Falls behind here. 2 balls, no strikes. Now Stewart's going to go out and talk things over with Cole. All of a sudden, command has gone away from him after getting 2 ground ball outs to start the inning. 3-1 Pittsburgh. Halos took a 1-0 lead in the first. Pittsburgh tied it up in the first, and then took the lead in the second. 3 walks issued by Santiago in the second inning. 1 hit allowed. Also hit a batter. Two 2-0 offering. 2-1.
Outfielder was playing pretty shallow, so it'll be important for Ortega to get a good secondary lead to be able to score on a base hit by Carlos Perez.
Ground ball over to third. Gunn's got it. Inning is over as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Top of the order coming up for the Pirates as they lead it 3-1.
Of baseball, some teams going for some sweeps going today. Kansas City behind Cleveland. Cleveland going for a 4-game sweep, up 5-0. Oakland trying to snap that 3-game losing streak to the Astros, up 2-0 early on, but then Texas taking on Seattle a little bit later on as the Rangers go for a 3-game sweep. Boy, Texas is playing some outstanding baseball right now.
Houston has played good baseball of late. Won 10 of the last 12. As Hector misses upstairs for ball 1 on Jordy Mercer.
And if you would ask somebody who has the best record in the American League, I don't think many people would say the Texas Rangers, but the Rangers at this point, best winning percentage.
Sharply hit to Escobar at third base. 1 down. Mercer had walked the first 2 times up, grounds out to lead off this 4th. It'll bring up Josh Harrison.
Profar's done a very good job for the Rangers. Going in for Odor.
Yeah, I saw something. Since Profar's been up, I think he's got like 22, 23 total bases to Prince Fielder's 50. less than 50 on the season. Fielder sat yesterday. He continues to struggle, but they, like last year, always seem to have somebody to plug into that lineup and contribute. Harrison fouls it off. No balls, 2 strikes.
Now with Darvish back in the rotation, a deeper rotation, Colby Lewis has thrown the ball very well this year also. Along with Cole Hamels, who continues to win game after game for the Rangers.
Down goes Harrison for out number 2. 3rd strikeout for Hector. Harrison having some words with Lance Barrett.
See what this was as compared to our Fox Tracks backdoor breakable off the outside corner. Has a reason to be upset with that one about a baseball off the outside corner. He's still upset.
Two outs, nobody on, and Gregory Polanco at the plate. Takes outside. Polanco, a single in the first. Walked with the bases loaded, so he picked up an RBI, his 38th of the season. That was in his last at-bat, or plate appearance. Two-0. Caught the corner. 2 balls and a strike. That one caught the corner. And it evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And some borderline pitches being called strikes, and Harrison still moving around that dugout, not feeling real good about that strike zone.
Full count now. Hector a little bit better command here the last couple of innings. Foul back. Polanco goes down swinging, a 1-2-3 inning for Hector Santiago. We head to the 5th inning. Angels down 3-1. Sports West is brought to you by Subaru, making the world a better place. That's why they created Subaru Loves to Care, Subaru's commitment to a healthier community. By El Pollo Loco, 5 meals under 500 calories. Try them at El Pollo Loco. And by Infinity. Visit your local Southern California Infinity retailer for a test drive today.
Take a look at our Infinity in-game box score. 3 hits for the Angels. That's it. Escobar, Calhoun, and Trout. And here in the 5th inning, down 3-1. Mike Scioscia pinch hitting for Hector Santiago to start the 5th. And Shane Robinson. So Santiago works 4 innings. Pitch count was up there early. A little surprising, but I guess you're trying to figure out Garrett Cole and trying to get some base runners on board. Robinson had gotten the start in left field first 2 games of the series. Shane a .241 average with a home run and 4 runs batted in his first 2 nights ago. Behind at the count at 1-2. A little surprise, Coop?
Yeah, a little bit on that one, especially because he settled down, Hector. The last couple of innings, 4 strikeouts. In the last 2 innings.
Robinson shoots one down the right field line. This one is fouled and out of play.
Now, if there's guys on base, yeah, I think you look at that. But leading off an inning, it is a little more surprising.
Down goes Robinson. There's out number 1 to start the 5th.
That's a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And we both talked about Garrett Cole a number of times. The way he competes, love to watch him pitch. But as a hitter, you got to try to get some of those fastballs middle to middle away and drive the ball the other way against him.
Petit, fly ball to right field in his first at bat, so he's 0 for 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball to second. 2 down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP.
Look, Escobar right now, nobody on base. You're looking for a pitch to drive for an extra base. Just jump on a fastball first pitch. See if you can get in scoring position. He's up throwing a slider. Still not real happy with his breaking pitch. His slider has not been there for Garrett Cole yet. Still pitching very well. Because you can locate a fastball like that at 96 outside corner.
Check swing bouncer to Rodriguez. And the Halos go down in order. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Pittsburgh still on top.
Alliance and its mission to develop better athletes and better people by working to provide all youth and high school athletes a positive character building sports experience. Visit foxsportsreports.com to learn more. Pirates up by the score 3-1 here at the bottom of the 5th inning. New pitcher on for the Angels as the sun has broken through. It's Javi Guerra in our in and out who's in who's out. Javi taking over for Hector Santiago. Guerra so far this year with the Angels now no record, 6.75 ERA. This will be his 7th appearance. 4 strikeouts, 6 walks in 5 1/3.
And command of the strike zone also an issue at times for Guerra. Fastball is good, breaking ball also, changeup.
It's Gung, Marte, and Rodriguez for Pittsburgh in the 5th. Santiago finishes 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 hit batter, 3 runs all earned. It was a mixed bag.
Yep.
First 2 innings were poor. Last 2 innings better, including a 1-2-3 fourth. Young a swing and a miss. 1-2. Breaking pitch, but he was fooled on it. Able to foul it back, keep his at bat alive.
Only because it was a break ball was up in the strike zone.
Sharply hit through the right side, but the shift on. And Gung beats the shift. He's been on board 3 times. The fielder's choice hit by a pitch, and now a single. Leadoff man on board for Marte.
Again, a lot of times when you put those shifts on, really is determine where the pitch is located. And that was not a bad pitch by Guerra. That was a pretty good fastball. It was down, and Gung did a nice job as far as going the other way with it. Such a difficult thing for a pitcher, I think, when the shift is on. You have to pitch to the shift. Now, Dallas Keuchel was unbelievable last year because the Astros put the shift on more than any other team in baseball. And this year, because his command is not the same, his numbers are completely different because of that. Although the game he threw against the Angels at home, very solid. Still, as inconsistency, we're not hitting your spots. You're forced as a pitcher to pitch right into that shift, and that might not be your strength.
Yeah, having a pitcher that has the ability to pitch and hit his spots kind of goes hand in hand with the shift. Wild pitch. Gung ends up over at second base. Overthrown fastball from Guerra.
It's not an easy thing to do, advance on a wild pitch with that stone, and then backdrop is so close behind home plate. Certainly with a man on third, that would have been a lot different play.
Marte lifts one out to right. Cole moving back on it. He'll make the catch. Gung tagging, heading to third. A throw from Calhoun a little bit late. So a first down in the books here in the 5th inning, and the Pirates have a man at third now for Sean Rodriguez.
Big piece hit by Marte. Productive out allows Gong to advance to third base. Cole got behind that baseball well, and a good angle here. We're able to see that throw, and then the slide into third base. Right on the bag that throw was from Cole Calhoun.
Infield in for the Angels. Down 3-1. Action in the Angels pen as well. Jose Alvarez, the lefty, and Joyce is on deck. John Rodriguez 0 for 2. A fly ball to right and a strikeout looking. Santiago tonight, or today I should say, ended up throwing 90 pitches in his 4 innings. Another factor, I'm sure, Mike Scioscia making the decision. Ground ball toward third. Escobar has it. Gong will stay at home. 2 down. Now they're going to walk Joyce. Chris Stewart coming up. Joyce walked and scored in the 2nd. A ground out into 3rd. That's exactly what they're going to do, is walk him. So Garrett can face Chris Stewart.
What the percentage, right-handed batter versus right-handed pitcher.
There's ball 4. So Joyce will head over to first. Pirates with runners at the corners. 2 outs. Stewart coming up. Came into play today 0 for his last 16, but he's 2 for 2 with a couple of singles and a run scored. Pirates with a run in the 1st, 2 in the 2nd, looking for more here in the 5th. The Angels need to keep this a 2-run deficit. They've got 2, 3, and 4 coming up in the 6th inning. Stewart bouncing it foul. It's an 0-1 count. Halos with a run on 3 hits have stranded 3. The Pirates with 3 runs on 5 hits, and so far have stranded 6 in this one. Good pitch, good location. No balls, 2 strikes.
Another good off-speed pitch.
Stewart shoots one out towards center field. Will hang up for Trout. 3rd out is recorded. 5 complete at Pittsburgh. The Angels will have Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up down 3-1.
brought to you by Ram Trucks to show the difference in the stride and the way they get through the baseball. So Marte on the left, how quick his bat is with a short stride. And then Gong with the high leg kick, but still hits down on the baseball, gets that barrel out there quickly, clears his hips. Both have had big series here against the Angels, but different swing paths. Pretty cool how little stride that Marte has. Still able to get that bat head out so quickly. Not like Paul Molitor was that way.
Yeah.
Then you got Gong almost with that high leg kick like Bobby Bonilla used to have wearing that Pirate uniform.
Bonilla's leg kick seemed to just take forever too. It was like in slow motion. I hold it up there until he was ready to swing the bat.
I tried. I couldn't do it really well all that much. The Louis Tion, like the hesitation on the delivery. That one time I did get his foot down and he did miss the baseball against me. That was about the only time he did.
Cole Calhoun to lead things off here against Garrett Cole, who has 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed.
That was a big guy right there too, Bobby Bonilla. They've had some big players wearing that Pirate uniform over the years. Dave Parker on fourth. Willie Stargell, intimidating hitters.
One ball, 1 strike. Leader of the pack in the deferred money category, right?
Bobby?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
In the New York Mets.
Living well.
Yeah.
He always had a smile on his face.
That's one of the first. That was one of the first, big money deals that a lot of the good chunk of it was deferred as Cole went around 1 and 2. Cole versus Cole, part 3 here. Calhoun struck out in the first, doubled off the wall in the third. For Calhoun, his 10th double of the season, but he was stranded in scoring position. He's had a better feel for the breaking ball against a left-handed batter than the right-hander.
It's almost like he's forced it against a right-hander to make sure he doesn't miss on the inner half, and he's been either backed up on him or well off the outside corner. At least when he's throwing to a left-handed batter, has the illusion it's in the strike zone. It starts middle, then down and in, where you're going to get a chance to get a hitter to swing at it.
Two balls and 2 strikes.
Always seems to land in very good fielding position too, Garrett Cole. So if you're at home, you're watching, what you should try to do as far as throwing the baseball mechanically as a right-handed pitcher, good guy to look at right here.
Full count.
Those great hats.
Payoff on the way. Cole rips one right to Sean Rodriguez, 1 down.
In my Hyundai key for this game, in from the outside. We've seen that throughout for Garrett Cole. He will start in and then try to go away, whether it's fastball or slider or curve away. So look in early, then he will try to go away against you.
Trout with a single in the first inning, a fly ball to center in the third. One and 2. Hit toward third. Gung's got it.
A couple of baseballs hit well this inning, but nothing to show for it at this point. Well, we talked about that little edge that Garrett Cole has. Even that line drive out by Cole Calhoun, he was staring at him as he's going back to the dugout.
Ninth ground ball allowed for Cole. Albert takes a strike. Pujols a sac fly in the first. A ground out in the fourth inning. 86 pitches now for Garrett Cole. Broken bat roller left side. Young will cut in front of Mercer, and the Angels are down in order. That's 7th straight retired by Garrett Cole. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates still on top 3-1.
Patrick O'Neill, stick around after this one. For Angels Live, I'll be joined by Jose Mota, breaking down this game and looking ahead to the upcoming series versus the Yankees. Here's the thing. I actually did lose my press pass, but I was able to haggle, got a great deal on a ticket up here at PNC Park. Victor and Mark can attest, I'm not a very big spender. Guys, this is a tough job, and I'm the guy to do it. I will save you some sweet and salty kettle corn for the bird in New York. Let's go Halos! Come on!
Way to go, Patrick. I don't know how he can get those alligator arms in that popcorn bag.
I know, right? It's unbelievable. Job well done. He finally got inside the yard.
I know, it took him some time.
New pitcher on for the Angels. Jose Alvarez takes over here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Javi Guerra worked 1 inning. Allowed a hit and 1 walk. Nothing else. And it'll be 9-1-2. Cole the pitcher, Mercer the shortstop, and then Harrison the second baseman. 27th game for Jose Alvarez.
Patrick has really enjoyed this stadium, it looks like.
Yes.
As we have.
He has seen it from every angle.
Yes.
Garrett Cole 0 for 1. A sac bunt in the second inning, a strikeout in the third. Alvarez promptly comes in and falls behind on Garrett Cole. 2 balls, no strikes. Three and 0. Cole gets jabbed, fouls it off. Full count now.
Pretty healthy swing there in the 3-1 count. 174 career hitter with 2 home runs and 12 RBI.
(3-2), and he'll line this one out to right field. That's a base hit to lead off the 6th inning. Brings up Jordy Mercer. Every fan matters. Angels taking on the Twins Wednesday, June 15th at 7:05. Fans in attendance will receive a canvas beach backpack courtesy of Chevron Extra Mile while supplies last. Just go to angels.com/promotions to get your tickets. So man on. Jordy Mercer, the shortstop, now up. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a couple of walks. Pujols will play behind Garrett Cole at first base. This one pulled past Escobar. Down the line, Cole will turn and head to third. Mercer in at second with a double, and the Pirates have runners at second and third with nobody out.
Mercer, after 2 walks, gets a fastball in the inner part of the plate, turns on a right down the line and past. You know, Escobar for a double. His 8th double of the season. Now 2 runners in scoring position now for the Pirates. This could get real interesting, by the way, if there's a borderline pitch called a strike against Harrison here.
Went down looking in the 4th. Yeah, very questionable call.
Yeah, he was upset that whole time in the dugout.
0 for 3 so far today. Infield halfway. And he takes ball 1. He pulls this one into left field, a base hit. Garrett Cole will score, and it's a 4-1 Pirates lead now as Harrison picks up his 27th RBI, and Alvarez is yet to retire batter.
And Harrison has been impressive in this series, also very quick on pitches upstairs, even off-speed pitches. And his numbers, when that inside pitch or even pitches out over the plate, very impressive, well over 300.
Gregory Polanco now will bat. He's the left fielder today. 1 for 2 with a single. Bases loaded, walk and a strikeout. One and 0. Had him out in front, slow breaking ball. Evens up the count of the ball at a strike. Pirates now with 8 hits. So they picked up 3 here to start the 6th inning. First appearance of the weekend series for Alvarez. 2 balls, 1 strike. Last pitched on Wednesday as he worked 2/3 of an inning against Detroit. Two balls and 2 strikes. That's a called strike 3, 1 down.
Painted that fastball in the outside corner. A little borderline pitch. Framed very well by Carlos Perez to get that call. You see it just a little bit off the outside corner. We said that a number of times this year. Carlos Perez has got a number of pitches called strikes that could have been easily called a ball. Good job as far as pitch framing.
So first and third, 1 out. Young, the third baseman, up 1 for 3. Grounds that one into the dugout. Alvarez has struggled against right-handed batters this year. They've hit .347 against them. Lefties just .232. Three right-handers to start the inning, all three with singles. Hits, I should say, since Mercer's was a double. Polanco, the lefty's just struck out. No balls, 2 strikes.
When I look at Alvarez, I think to be more successful against right-handed batters, he's got to go that 2-seam fastball away, back it up with his changeup, keep going with that combination, and then a fastball off the plate in, but live away and down.
Oh, too cute back to the mound. Alvarez has it, fires to second. High throw, but they still turn the double play. The inning is over. 1 run in for Pittsburgh as we head to the 7th. The Angels now trailing 4-1. Energy Upgrade California. It's easy to stay golden at energyupgradeca.org and by your Southern California Toyota dealers. It's turned into a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here in Pittsburgh. The Duquesne Incline is what that's called right there, Gooby. Next time we're in Pittsburgh, if we ever make it back to Pittsburgh, this is the first time since 2004.
It's fantastic. I'll tell you what, it's been unbelievable. Never realized it was part of Pennsylvania. I always thought it was Ohio.
I know. Eastern Ohio, as you like to point out.
Now part of Pennsylvania.
Now it's part
After
of it.
seeing this city once again in this ballpark, yeah, it's part of it.
You're claiming it now.
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm going to claim it.
I thought I heard chants of "Let's go Pens" last night from you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they really appreciated me saying, let's go Flyers. They love the Flyers here.
Yeah, Giavatello, Ortega, Perez here in the 7th for the Angels against Garrett Cole. And Johnny shoots one down the line, but slices foul. Giavatello twice is grounded out. Once the second, once the short.
Just looking at some scores. Marco Estrada has a no-hitter going through 7 innings against Boston, and that lineup in Boston.
No doubt, in Boston.
Yes.
They lead the majors in home batting average. It was at .308 this weekend.
Oh, nice play. Fan right here. That's the type of plays you need to have made behind you to keep that no-hitter going.
Giavatello goes down swinging. 1 down. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Includes a free subscription to At-Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Just go to MLB.TV for details. Strike out of Giavatello, the 4th for Garrett Cole to go with 1 walk.
Looking at that pitch count for Estrada, he's got 98 pitches through 7. Went to Sylmar High School, Glendale Community College, on his way to Long Beach State.
Mercer can't get the ball out of the glove cleanly, so Ortega will reach. Infield base hit for Rafael. Fourth hit of the afternoon for the Angels. Carlos Perez now up. Carlos has grounded out twice.
Ortega with a stolen base last time he was on after a walk. Maybe a hit and run, straight steal.
TJ Crone's come out to the on deck circle. That's the pitcher's spot. Big lead now for Ortega. He doesn't go. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, movement now in the bullpen for the Pirates.
Two-0. Carlos skies one on the first base shot, and into foul territory goes John Rodriguez. 2 down. So CJ Cron will come up and pinch hit in the pitcher spot. .247 batting average on the year, 5 home runs, 24 runs batted in. 2 for 4 as a pinch hitter with a couple of runs batted in. Deolis Guerra will take over on the mound at the bottom of the 7th. .97 pitches for Garrett Cole. That's lined out to center field, chasing Marte back, still moving back. He's near the wall at Silver's head. Off the wall, Ortega will come in to score. Cron with an RBI double, and it's a 4-2 Pirates lead.
Well, that was a rocket hit by CJ Cron. Able to score Ortega, 2nd run of the game. Pitch was down. Look at slider backed up once again. And Marte jumps up at the wall there. You're better off as a center fielder playing that off the wall. If he does cleanly off the wall, Ortega may not be able to score. With an RBI double for CJ Cron.
Ray Searage, the pitching coach, out to pay a visit to Garrett Cole. Big Gregorio Petit coming up.
Petit has done a real nice job as far as playing that shortstop position, filling in for Anderson Simmons, who looks like he may potentially be back next weekend.
That's with an asterisk. As with any guy the Angels have sent out on rehabs. Supposed to start a rehab assignment at Inland Empire beginning tomorrow.
And Mike Scioscia mentioned that earlier today. Some reporters, Jeff Fletcher from the Orange County Register, wrote that one, and Mike Soch said in May, if everything goes well, you may see him this weekend.
Petit 0 for 2. Fly ball to right and a ground ball to second. Takes that pitch inside. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. Cron over at second base with an RBI double. Oh, the high, hard one. 1-2.
He dialed up that fastball there at 97. 101st pitch of the game, still very good velocity.
Ground ball right side. Rodriguez can't get it. It'll sneak through. Cron will come in to score. Petit's going to second. It's back-to-back doubles. And the Angels now trail it by a run.
Center field shot by Cron. Double down the right field line by Petit. His 6th double, 6th RBI. Goes to Clint Hurdle now to the bullpen for the Pirates.
Neftali Feliz had been loosening for the Bucks. And with 2 outs, Garrett Cole will be taken out of the game. He'll get a nice round of applause by the Pirates faithful. Neftali Feliz coming on in relief. We've got ourselves a pitching change in the 7th. The Angels now trail at 4-3. Here with 2 outs, the tying run at second base. Feliz pitching in back-to-back games now. A nice job for the Pirates. This will be his 26th appearance. 1-0 record, a 2.66 ERA. 24 strikeouts, just 3 walks. 20 to third.
Yeah, Feliz fastballs, 93 to 97 range. He's got that velocity back, slider, changeup. There's quite a few changeups. The Angels have done offensively, they've really come back in games. This is the slightest chance to get back, and they've had some good swings, back-to-back doubles against a very good pitcher, Garrett Cole. Cut the deficit to 1.
Escobar 1 for 3, singled and scored in the first. Feliz got the final 2 outs, the 8th inning last night.
And Phillies seems to be going all speed against Escobar. 326 batting average versus all speed pitches this season.
Fastball away. A 2-1 count.
It's the third best in baseball. Decided to go with a fastball at that point.
That's lined out toward center field. Marte moving over, dives, and he got it. What a play by Starling Marte to save the Pirates, robbing Escobar of extra bases in a tie ball game.
What an outstanding play. It's all about that jump off the bat from our angle. I thought for sure that was getting in the alley for tie ball game. The diving play by Marte in center.
Thanks in part to Starling Marte's terrific play to rob Escobar of extra bases in the top of the inning. Take a look at our Honda upcoming schedule after today's game. The Angels will head up to New York. It's a 4-game series against the Yankees, all 4 night games. And then they return home in the early morning hours of Friday to take on the Indians. Twins, that's the next homestand. Then it's back out of the road for the A's and the Astros. Deolis Guerra takes over on the mound here for Javi Guerra. Check that for Jose Alvarez. Guerra, Javi through the 5th inning. Alvarez to 6th, and now Deolis Guerra in the 7th. Jose gave up a run in his 1 inning on 3 hits.
Nice double play. He turned to finish off and limit the damage, though, that last inning. Well, what a swing by Escobar. It looked like that was off the bat, had a chance to tie the game up.
Marte, Rodriguez, and Joyce for the Pirates here in the 7th. Here's the dive, full extension on the backhand.
It was a great read off the bat. Consider what you talked about. He played left field yesterday and on Friday. He's a left fielder by trade. Just a great jump off the bat as a center fielder.
Makes a terrific play, and he comes up and leads off the bottom of the inning.
It's an automatic, isn't it?
Yeah. Gold Glove Award winner last year for the first time. An RBI single back in the 1st, picking up his 21st run batted in. He'll go down swinging for the 1st down. Good breaking ball.
We talked about how athletic and solid this outfield is for the Pirates, both swinging the bat and covering all the ground they can do so. And a young, talented group to boot.
1 out, nobody on, and Sean Rodriguez coming up. The one-time Angel 0 for 3, getting to start today at first base. No balls, 2 strikes. Halos in the 8th have Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols coming up. One and 2. One, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tony Watson, the left-hander, getting ready for Pittsburgh. Angels got to him for 4 runs yesterday. Rodriguez, did he hold up? Yes, he did.
That's pretty close. See from this angle. I gotta believe you got a chance to ring him up on that one. Wrist cross the plate. The bat looked like it did the same.
3-2 pitch. Rodriguez fouls it off. Matt Joyce on deck. Rodriguez goes down swinging. 2 down, back-to-back strikeouts for Guerra.
Get that fastball by him, trying to make contact, looking off speed, got the fastball instead. Anytime you see a hitter with a swing like that, it means he's looking off speed. And he's telling himself, got himself out on that one. Very difficult to look off speed when the guy can throw like Eric could throw in the low 90s.
Two outs, bases clear for Matt Joyce, who's walked twice and grounded out once. Three infielders on the right side with Joyce up. He will look at strike one. One ball, one strike. Two one. Three balls and a strike. The catcher Chris Stewart on deck. Full count. Garrett trying to finish up a second 1-2-3 inning in this ball game. Hector had one in his last inning of work in the fourth. Santiago throwing 90 pitches in 4 innings, giving up 3 runs. Payoff pitch, and got him looking. A 1-2-3 inning with 3 punch outs for Deolis Guerra. We head to the 8th inning. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Angels, down by a run.
Here in the top of the 8th. Difference in the game right here so far is worthy of a Carl's Cam replay back in the 6th inning. Harrison continues to swing the bat so well in interleague play. That RBI, the difference so far here in a 4-3 lead for the Pirates.
New pitcher on the mound for the Pirates. It is Tony Watson, the left-hander, whom the Angels faced yesterday and lasted just a third of an inning, giving up 4 runs on 3 hits and walking a man. It's at a career high for him as far as runs allowed in a game. 4th time that he's done that in his career. The Angels will try to get to him again here today. Neftali Feliz, last one batter. So he goes 1/3 of an inning, all zeros for him. Calhoun, Trout, and Pujols here in the 8th. down 4-3. Cole 1 for 3, doubled in the third inning, and lined out sharply to Sean Rodriguez at first base in the sixth. Chopper foul. Double for Cole in the third inning, his 10th of the year. As he rips this one into right field, a base hit. Boy, he's had some good swings today.
You talk about somebody's locked in. Well, Cole is certainly locked in right now. Multi-hit game, just missed his 7th home run. Season off the wall back in the third inning. Stayed back on this. Well, that timing mechanism about his, we showed that earlier about the difference in a couple of Pirates hitters. Same thing for Cole, getting that foot down and clearing that hip. And he's been able to get the barrel of the bat on a number of baseballs in this series against the Pirates.
There's Trout. Mike 1 for 3 with a base hit in the first, jumping on the first pitch, fouls it back. Trout just missed a pitch yesterday against Watson at that pop-up mile high to the shortstop, Mercer. Behind in the count here at 0-1.
Flags moving. The baseball should carry very, very well to left field right now.
Swing and a miss. So at 2. Yeah, the wind has picked up here over the last couple of innings once the sun broke through.
See the direction of the flags there. You're definitely going to get some carry to left field. Watson going inside against Trout. We've seen that lately, trying to go inside against him. But if you miss out just enough, you can go a long way.
0-2. Upstairs.
And Trout's numbers this season, .417 batting average on high pitches, which is second best in the majors. They're trying to go upstairs with fastballs.
Trout got jammed, fouls it back. Still at a ball and 2 strikes. Leadoff single for Cole Calhoun. He's the tying run over at first base. That's out toward shallow left center field. Mercer going out and over the shoulder catch. What a play for a guy that got a slow start on that pop-up. 1 down.
Yeah, fooled initially on it, but able to get back over the shoulder catch. Went back inside once again with a fastball, 94. Jammed him. And the reaction going back, he has to turn the other way around and then reaches back over the shoulder catch. What a play. A couple real good defensive plays back-to-back innings for the Pirates. One by Marte, that one by Mercer.
1 out, 1 on. Here's Albert. 0 for 3. Pardon me, 0 for 2. He had a sac fly in the first. Cuts through the first one. No action in the Angels pen. Dale Lascaro come back out for the bottom of the 8th.
Albert with 29 career home runs in this ballpark would love to get number 30.
No balls, 2 strikes. Albert hammers one out to deep left field. Going back is Polanco. He's at the wall. Gone. Big fly for Albert Pujols. And the Angels have taken the lead here in the 8th.
Well, Albert got number 30 here in this ballpark. And we talked about how the baseball is going to carry a little bit more so out to left field. Right time the square went up for Albert Pujols as the Angels now lead this game 5-4. Going back inside, a high fastball, a little bit out of the strike zone, and Albert knows this pose in this ballpark quite a bit. 30 times, as a matter of fact.
572nd of his career. And for the second straight game, the Angels have gotten to Tony Watson. One shy of Harmon Killebrew. They're tying him 11th place all time. Giavatello for 3. A couple of ground outs and a strikeout. Johnny takes low.
Get some late scoring again for the Angels. 4 runs. Last couple of innings. 2 in the 7th. 2 so far here in the 8th.
Giavatello goes down swinging for out number 2.
Garrett would love to be able to see this lead hold up, be able to get a win against his former team.
Watson had been so effective for the Pirates. All of a sudden, back-to-back games, the Angels touching them for a total of 6 runs. You see Albert's career numbers here in the Berg.
Not only 30 home runs, a .376 batting average with 88 RBI. And this is the first time back here for him in 5 years.
Ortega 1 for 2. A walk and a single. He's also scored a run, picked up a stolen base. The ball's 2 strikes. Hector Santiago off the hook. Another no decision for him.
Same now for Garrett Cole.
Yep. Back-to-back strikeouts for Watson, but not before the damage done. A 2-run blast by Albert Pujols, 12th of the season, gives the Angels the lead.
Albert jumping on a high fastball, number 30 in his career here at PNC Park for Pujols. Made a mistake there in that high fastball to Albert Pujols, a 2-run home run as the Angels lead the Pirates now 5-4. Albert, number 30 in his career here in this ballpark.
Dale Lascaro retired the side in order in the 7th with 3 strikeouts. He'll face Chris Stewart, the pitcher spot, and then Jordy Mercer. John Jesus come out to the on-deck circle. Stewart 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a fly ball to center. Just missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. Outfield straight around. Stewart grounds this one is short. Petit has it. 1 down. So Jace will come up and pinch hit. Pitcher spot. Jace, a .291 average on the year with 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. As a pinch hitter, he's 1 for 5. Jason went hitless yesterday, 0 for 3 with a couple of walks. Hitless in the series, but he's ahead of the count here. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, 1 strike. One last note on the Pujols home run. His first home run against Tony Watson in his career, so he's now homered off of 368 different pitchers in his career.
Unbelievable.
Two one, lifted down the left field line. Tough play for Ortega. That ball slicing away from him, and it goes foul.
Not a lot of foul territory down the line here either in this ballpark.
That one may have been helped out because of the wind. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that wind pushed that one foul. Looked like off the bat from where we're at in this angle. Looks like it had a chance of being fair.
Yeah, especially off the bat.
Yep.
Two. Breaking ball in the dirt. It's a full count. Top of the order, and Jordy Mercer, the shortstop, on deck. Foul back. Late on that fastball. Action in both bullpens out of left center field. The Angels have Houston Street getting ready. The Pirates have Hughes and Melanson. Melanson on the right, he's their closer. Picked up the save yesterday. Another payoff. Jaso grounds this one to the right side.
It's a real good off-speed pitch. Get him out in front, rolled it over. Ground ball to second.
Five up, 5 down for Deolis Guerra. And it'll bring up Jordy Mercer.
So Mike Scioscia may be doing a
double switch.
Yes. Looks like Petit would go over to second base. Brendan Ryan to shortstop.
Deolis' game.
What a job.
Come to an end.
What a job. 3 punch outs, 2 ground ball outs.
Guerra picked up 2 wins for the Pirates last year, pitching for them in total of 10 games. comes in here, faces 5 batters. He retires all 5. We have ourselves a pitching change with the Angels leading it 5-4. Why? Bring in Houston Street for a 4-out save. Houston hasn't pitched since May 31st. That's Tuesday against the Detroit Tigers. That was his first appearance coming off the disabled list. See the all-time saves list. He's going to face Jordy Mercer here with 2 outs and nobody on. By the way, Brendan Ryan takes over at shortstop. Gregorio Petit moves over to second base. So Brendan Ryan will bat in the 8th spot in the order now. He is due up second in the 9th.
Street with a very solid career as far as numbers against Pittsburgh. It'll be his 16th game. Looking for his 10th save. Solid 1.62 ERA against the Pirates.
Ground ball to short. 1 pitch. Brendan Ryan has it. Shortstop to shortstop. There you go.
Both involved right away.
You like that?
Yes.
That's it. We had on the 9th. Brendan Ryan wanted to stay out there. Maybe only 2 outs.
The top at 9. Now let's take a look at a game break. Marco Estrada with a no-hitter into the 8th inning against the Red Sox, but no-hitter, shutout, gone on that swing from Chris Young. Hit that one out. Estrada threw the ball so well in that game in that ballpark over the Green Monster. The Toronto end up holding on to that and beat the Boston Red Sox 5-4.
Can only contain the Red Sox offense at Fenway Park. for so long. Right-hander Jared Hughes takes over on the mound. 17th game, no record of 3.65 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 8 walks, and 14 hits allowed, and 12 1/3 this year. 4th-round pick out of Long Beach State.
How often do you say that? Major leaguers at Long
right?
Beach State. Speaking of Long Beach State, Estrada went there.
That's right. Terrific program. He's going to face the bottom third of the order: Perez, Ryan, and Petit. Cardinals hope for 3.
Hughes fastballs 91 to 95. We'll throw a slider, changeup.
Cardinals ahead of the count of 2 balls and a strike. Foul. Evens the count. Two. Sharply hit, but right to Jordy Mercer, the shortstop. 1 down. There's Brendan Ryan.
With his spot in the order back in the 7th inning with C.J. Cron off the bench with a double off the wall. Big at bat. Driving in Ortega, eventually scored on a double by Petit.
Brendan Ryan still looking for that first hit as an Angel. He's 0 for 11. Ryan goes down swinging, 2 outs.
And the reason why the Angels are up 5-4 is because of this man right here, Albert Pujols, in the 8th inning with 1 on. Fastball 94 up and out of the strike zone, but up and in and out of the ballpark. For Albert Pujols, number 30 in his career in this ballpark. The difference now is the Angels lead this one 5-4.
Petit pulls one down the line. It's a fair ball. Hits that short wall. Ricochets out. And Gregorio keeps running towards second base. It's a 2-out double.
Second double in a row for Petit. Double down the right field line. Now double down the left field line. See that hook that right down inside the chalk. Good swing once again by Petit. Mentioned earlier, he's done a very good job. They're playing short, second, or even third, and been swinging the bat well. 7 doubles now in the season. 6 RBI.
Escobar robbed of extra bases in the 7th. Terrific play by Marte. Chops this one foul up the third base line. No balls and a strike. He now 1 for 4. Had a single with a run scored in the first. behind and glove by Mercer. Boy, Escobar's been robbed, and he slams the helmet down in anger.
Yeah, he would have back-to-back RBIs, 2 great swings, 2 excellent defensive plays against him.
Head to the bottom of the ninth. Angels up 5-4. Of the ninth here at Pittsburgh, trying to finish up the series win. Houston Street going for the 4-out save. Hey folks, in just 2 weeks the greatest golfers in the world converge on the historic Oakmont Country Club for the 116th U.S. Open Championship. Live coverage begins Thursday, June 16th on FS1 and continues through the final round on Sunday, June 19th on Fox, or you can watch the entire tournament live on Fox Sports Go. Harrison, Polanco, and Gung for the Pirates here in the ninth inning. First pitch swinging, a bouncer to short. Brendan Ryan has it. 1 down. 2 pitches for Houston Street. He's picked up 2 outs.
Well, he's got the reputation of always being around the strike zone. That's why you're seeing those aggressive swings, Pirates against Houston Street.
Gregory Polanco, the left fielder, 1 for 3 with a single, a bases loaded walk, and a couple of strikeouts. Went down looking at his last plate appearance. 3 infielders on the right side. First pitch low. Off the plate, 2 balls, no strikes. On the outside corner. Polanco didn't like the call. There's been a lot of disputed calls today, especially from Pirates hitters with Lance Barrett behind the plate. Some barking from the dugout. Eight strikeouts for the Pirates, 7 for the Angels. Three balls, 1 strike. Polanco works the walk, so the tying run on board now. Jung Ho Gung coming up, the third baseman.
Polanco can run a little bit also with 7 stolen bases. Has been caught 4 times though.
Gung 1 for 3 with an RBI. He takes a little bit upstairs. Polanco looks like he wants to go. They throw over, trying to keep him honest. 7 of 11 this year with the stolen base category for Polanco. Gung pulls one to left. There's a base hit. Ortega over to cut it off. Does so. Polanco goes to third, and Gung in at second. It's a double, and the Pirates have runners at second and third with 1 out. The tying run 90 feet away, the winning run at second.
And you wonder if Mike Scioscia may indeed walk Marte here.
Well, with first base open, you would think so, since his run means nothing. Cole Figueroa is going to pinch run for Gung at second. Now they are going to intentionally walk Marte here to load him up. Sean Rodriguez is the man on deck.
You do have McCutchen available off the bench for the Pirates.
Does it appear as if anybody's going to come out and pitch hit for Rodriguez? Well, the infield back at double play depth. 1 out, bases loaded. 5-4 Halos. We're in the 9th.
Sean Rodriguez has not rolled in to a double play this season yet.
First pitch of Rodriguez, cut on, grounded toward short. Ryan to Petit, on to first. Out at first base, a double play. Light that baby up, and I'm sure the Pirates might have a look at it. But a terrific play by Petit and Ryan to turn that double play. Hopefully Albert's all right.
The stretch out there, the foot of Albert, he tried to keep his foot on the base. What a quick turn. Brendan Ryan over to Petit. The quick turn, the throw, and Albert able to keep his foot on the base.
Kind of walking off gingerly, but the Angels pick up the victory. 5-4, a 4-out save for Houston Street, his first is September 22nd last year against the Houston Astros. The Angels pick up a series win in dramatic fashion,
Oh, no doubt.
nonetheless.
Congratulations to Ellis Garrett picking up his first W as an Angel.
Yep.
Albert Pujols, number 30 as far as career home run here in this ballpark. 572 in his career. Big wing. Great comeback.
And Houston Street picking up his 321st career save. He's now tied with Jose Mesa for 17th place all time. Let's go down to Jose Mesa, or Jose Mesa himself. No, it's Jose Mota, who's down there with Albert Pujols.
Well, I never pitched like that, Victor. Thank you very much. Albert, certainly tell us what happened on that last play with your foot.
No, I'm all right. I mean, just on my ankle, I rolled it a little bit. I tried stretching. I think I slid a little bit, but I'll be all right.
Sir, we appreciate you taking the time to coming here before getting your treatment and checked up. So, situations like that defensively, what are the main things you're looking at here?
Well, in that last inning, well, you know, you got Houston out there. You need to be on your toes for a ground ball, you know, double play. And I'm just glad that we come up today and won the series. You know, we faced a tough guy, and we were able to score some runs, you know, and we're able to come out and start a good road trip winning the series.
You like playing in this ballpark. There's also the connection between the numbers, production-wise, first base, DH. How are you treating it as day-to-day, or pretty much how you feel?
I don't believe in DH. I don't believe in those numbers. You know, whatever my teammates need me, I'm gonna do it. It's just last year I hit well as a DH. You know, just one of those things. It's not fair because I haven't played that much at first base. I don't think it's fair to compare numbers, but it is what it is. I'm just glad to be in the lineup and try to help our team to win every day.
Thank you. Hope you feel better.
Thanks, man.
Oh, the Angels come up here and do it against Garrett Cole and against a very tough Tony Watson.